How many years did you spend climbing the corporate ladder before you realized it was leaning against the wrong wall? Maybe you have the advanced degrees, maybe you've gotten the promotions, you might even have the six-figure salary, the remote position that everyone in your life says that you should be grateful for. And yet you're still waking up wondering if this is really it. What if I told you that everything you did in corporate are the exact skills that qualify you to have a successful, sustainable, and scalable coaching business? And it qualifies you right now, not after you get one more accolade, degree, or certification, not after you figure it all out, but it qualifies you right now. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been rocking with me for a while, welcome back. My name is Nick Scott. I am a business coach who helps professional women use their existing skills to create sustainable, scalable, and profitable coaching businesses on the side. If that sounds like you, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and let's stay connected. I hear the same thing all the time from women that I work with.
I'm not a certified coach, so who am I to charge people to work with me? Nick, I need more training first.
And then I ask them about their background, and they start listing off all the corporate positions that they've held. They list their leadership roles, the projects they've run, and the teams that they built. And I'm sitting there looking at them like, and you're asking me what makes you qualify? Let's get one thing clear. Your corporate career was not a detour. It was your training ground. I want you to take a moment to think about what it actually takes to get a promotion in the corporate culture. You probably had to identify a problem that your company needed to get solved. Then you probably had to position yourself as the person who could solve that problem. And then after that, you had to articulate your value in a way that influenced and convinced your leadership to say, yes, you're the one. And that right there is selling. The crazy thing is that people in corporate just don't call it that. And coaching is the exact same process. You identify what somebody wants, you position yourself as the person who's going to deliver it, and then you communicate it in a way that makes them want to invest with you. You're using the exact same skills, but you're just using them in a different context. Every strategy presentation where you were convincing stakeholders to invest, that was you coaching them through a decision. Every time you trained a new hire or mentored somebody on your team, that was you delivering a transformation. The difference is in corporate, only one company paid you. And in coaching, multiple clients pay you for the outcome. And I want you to let that sink in for a minute, because professional women come to me all the time telling me they need to learn how to be a coach. And I'm like, no, ma'am, you've been coaching. You've just been calling it managing or mentoring or leading. When you helped a team member get through a performance issue, that's coaching. When you guided someone through a difficult decision, that is coaching. When you showed up as the voice of reason during a company crisis, that was coaching. And here's the thing, you don't need permission to do the thing that you've already been doing. You just need to package it differently. Now, let me break down exactly what your corporate career might have taught you. Because many of the times when I work with professional women, they don't realize that they already have everything they need to get started. First, you know how to diagnose problems and design solutions. Someone brought you a challenge, you figured out what was really happening, and you created a process to fix it. That's coaching, and here's what it might look like in your coaching business. Your clients come to you with a problem, you help them figure out what's really going on, and you guide them through the steps to solve the problem. Think about the last time somebody came to you at work with what they thought was the problem. You asked a few questions, maybe dug a little deeper, and realized the real issue was something completely different. That's what I call diagnostic thinking. And that's exactly what many of the great coaches do. They just don't take the surface level complaint. They help clients understand what's really aggravating and causing their struggle. Second, you can communicate complex ideas into simple language. You've explained technical processes to non-technical people. Or maybe you've translated departmental jargon into something that leadership could understand. That's what coaching is, taking expertise and making it accessible. I see this all the time with women who work in various very specialized fields. They think because their work is technical that they can't coach. But the opposite is true. If you can explain complex systems in a way that people actually understand it, you can coach. Because coaching is all about the translation. You're literally taking what you know and making it accessible for somebody. Third, you know how to deliver results over a timeline. You've managed projects with deadlines, created milestones, and you've held people accountable. Coaching programs work the same way. They're comprised of clear outcomes, structured phases, and tracking progress. Fact of the matter is, you've probably been doing project management for years, and that's literally what a coaching program is. It is a single project with a single deliverable. The deliverable just happens to be the transformation that you're providing your clients instead of a presentation that you're delivering to the C-suite. And lastly, you already know how to sell. Every budget proposal, that was you selling. Every time you negotiated your salary, that was you selling. Every time you convinced your team to buy into your vision, that was selling. Selling your coaching offer is just selling the transformation instead of business objectives and outcomes. And honestly, in my experience, selling a transformation is way easier because you're not trying to convince someone to invest in a department initiative that might work. You're asking someone to invest in themselves. And women are oftentimes more motivated to invest in their own growth than they are to invest in corporate bureaucracy. Most coaching programs are built for people starting from scratch. They teach you how to structure your offer, how to communicate value, and how to deliver results. But the truth is, you already know how to do all that. What you actually need is a framework that helps you structure your corporate skills and turn them into income. You are past beginner training. You are ready for translation. And that's the difference between the way other coaches teach and the way that I teach. Traditional advice tells you to niche down to one teeny tiny problem that you're going to solve. Traditional advice tells you to get certified. It tells you to build an audience, and then maybe in 1 or 2 years, you can start coaching clients. My approach is I take what you already know. I help you package it into a clear transformation. I help you price it like the professional that you are. And I teach you how to have sales conversations this week, not in 2 years, this week. The women who build 6- and 7-figure coaching businesses, they're not always the ones who have the most certifications. They're the ones who recognize that they've already been trained. And I want to be very, very clear about something. I'm not saying that certifications don't have value. If you want to get certified, I think that's great. But you don't have to wait for a certification in most cases to start coaching. Because what a certification doesn't teach you is how to run a business. It won't teach you how to package your offer. It won't teach you how to price it. It won't teach you how to sell your offer. And a certification certainly won't teach you how to deliver your offer in a way that fits your life. All of that I just described, those are business skills. And you probably already have the foundation to all of those business skills. You just need to learn how to apply them in a new context. So if you're watching this and you're thinking,
okay, I get it. My corporate skills have value, but I still don't know how to package it. I still don't know how to price it. And I still am not confident that I'll know how to sell it without sounding desperate.
That's exactly what my mini course 2K in 2 hours solves. It's a 20-minute training with 5 plug and play templates specifically designed for women who already have the skills. It walks you through how you can take your existing skills and package them into a coaching offer that you can confidently sell for $2,000 or more. I teach you how to price your offer so that it attracts serious clients. And I teach you how you can sell your offer by having one conversation at a time without being pushy. I mean, I'm giving you word for word sales scripts, pricing strategy, and a complete onboarding workflow. I'm giving you everything you need to go from having the skills to turn them into a saleable coaching offer. Here's the beautiful thing about 2K in 2 hours. You don't need 6 months to build your coaching business. All you need is 2 hours to build your first offer. Then you start having conversations, and the rest is literally rinse and repeat repetition. And it looks a little something like this. Have the conversation, refine the offer, have more conversations, get better at selling. It's really not complicated, but I'm going to be honest, it's going to feel a little uncomfortable at first. But let's reflect back to when you were in your early career. Wasn't that first performance review uncomfortable? Wasn't your first strategy presentation that you delivered to your leadership uncomfortable? Was the first time you managed an employee, was that uncomfortable? But you got through it and you figured those out. And this is no different. You'll figure this out too. The link to enroll in 2K in 2 hours is down in the description. All right, y'all. If you found this video helpful and you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. And I want you to stay tuned for more videos where I'll be breaking down the strategy, the tools, and the mindset that you'll need to start to turn your skills into scalable coaching income on the side. I don't teach theory, y'all. I teach real strategy, real results, and real sustainability. And here's the thing, your corporate career was not a waste. It truly is your competitive advantage. Now let's get into it.